Hi, Miss Frame. I wanted to go ahead and walk you through one of my projects that I was doing this week for school. It shows some of the functionality that I can do in Articulate Storyline. So first off, we have our main screen here, and this training, or rather this assignment, was to create a training on a topic of my choice, which happened to be middle school promotion requirements. So as we go ahead and click forward here, these first few slides are requirements for my class. I had to identify the learner group and create objects, learning objectives, and talk about the software used. So in the instructional strategies section, I have gone ahead and started the basics of creating a video to introduce this topic to the class. That happens to have some animation and some text along with it to show how devastating the failing of a class can be for middle schoolers. And then this is just the shell. It's a prototype for the course that I'm going to be making, but I wanted to show you that we have the use of different buttons here. So we have a layer including these buttons, and each time I click a button, a different layer will populate. This is just an idea of some of the content that is going to be associated with that particular button. And then we move forward. We have another set of buttons and layers. This one is slightly different because it's interactive. So after going through the guidelines of passing a class, the learners will then be able to look at a set of data and determine, hey, did that student pass the class or not? Yes, they did. We have a reactionary correct answer here, along with another button where they can close that out. And then if they got it wrong, another reactionary layer that tells them to try it again. So for each one of these, that image of correct or try again will pop up, and each student is a different set of data, so they can go through multiple examples on the same slide. Moving forward again, this has to do with my class. Kahoot, it turns out, does not let you put the frame inside of something, so I have to work around that. Here we have another reactionary example that the learners can use as a formative assessment. They're looking at just a very basic idea of a transcript. I have to answer a question: did the student fail any classes? Yes, they did. And then the location has been identified of where the student failed the class. And if they pick a wrong answer, another layer pops up letting them know so. So are they at risk of failing anything? Yes. These are the classes that are at risk of failing. They can close that out, and again, the same answer for stop, take another look pops up. The next slide is just information that will be a video in the future, and then assessment and feedback. Again, this is just information for my class. So I wanted to show you that I can do the layers, the buttons, and things like that. I can embed video just to give you a general idea of my skills inside of Articulate.